Mission's an interesting word. We use it in so many different ways these days. For example, we talk about a military mission where soldiers are sent on a particular target. But also your local swimming pool might have a mission statement, which means, what on earth is this word mission all about? A couple of points I'd like to make. Firstly, mission comes from a Latin word, missio. In other words, just take the N off the end of the word, and it means one who's sent. So it's about being sent to do something. So if mission's about being sent, who's done the sending? Well, in a lot of ways, we could say that we're working in collaboration with the Bishop of Broken Bay. Or we could also say that it's God who sent us, that he had a plan, a purpose for a time of completeness and wholeness and justice and peace that we call the reign of God. And it's for that purpose that the church exists. If our ultimate purpose is to do the work that Jesus did in proclaiming the reign of God, we're actually subsidiary to the mission. The church, for example, doesn't so much have a mission as God's mission to establish the reign of God through Jesus. God's mission has a church. And God's mission has the Diocese of Broken Bay, and it expresses its mission in a particular way by sharing a common purpose as a community of disciples of Jesus who, through baptism, seek to continue the work of establishing the kingdom of God. The kingdom of God, or the reign of God, is that particular special set of circumstances that God has planned from the beginning, where all relationships are right and purposeful and whole, where there's peace and justice in the world, and where we're drawn into the life of God. I mentioned the concept Catholic discipleship, so let's just have a little look at that for a moment. The word disciple is one that many of you would be familiar with from the scriptures, especially the Gospels, where Jesus has a group that follow him called his disciples. Disciple literally means student. Catholic discipleship? That simply means that there's a particular way that's been expressed over 2,000 years in the Catholic community of being followers of Jesus. Catholic discipleship has dimensions, for example, that relate to the sacramental life of the Catholic Church that might be a little bit different to so much of what we share with other Christians. So Catholic discipleship is about what I do as a follower of Jesus. We learn about Jesus by acting like Jesus, just as we know what God is like through God's actions throughout history. So discipleship is something I do. There's something else with discipleship as well, though. There's the way in which I see the world. And we have a phrase in the Diocese of Broken Bay called Catholic worldview, seeing life through the eyes of the Catholic faith. And there's a statement of Catholic worldview that you find elsewhere in this package. And it's a way of seeing the fundamental things of life that give meaning and purpose to each of us. But another part of discipleship is choosing to grow in the life of faith, choosing to become the sort of person I need to be a follower of Jesus. And we call this developing Catholic character. So we'd like to think that everybody in the Diocese of Broken Bay is interested in discipleship, in seeing things through the eyes of the Catholic faith, and of choosing to be a disciple.